Waiting on some people to get in here. What's up, Raccoon? How you doing, brother? Nothing. Just thought I'd come in here, man. I'm before the game tonight. I'm not going to be on late tonight, but so I figured I'd come in and go ahead and get the daily the daily walk down started, where we can talk about some things. They're also going to talk about the channel. So we'll wait on a couple of people, Raccoon. Hopefully you're having a good day, brother. Where you're at, not having a great day where I'm at. We lost one of our vehicles. So we're down to one vehicle, me and the wife. So I'm not in the best mood right now, but that's okay. That's okay. We're going to keep driving forward. And yeah, you know, we all run into things every day. We all run into problems. We all have our own issues. And, you know, today's just one of those days. Not good for me, but it's about to be good because I'm taking a gummy. I sit inside today thinking of topics and things we can discuss and direction of the channel and things like that. And while I was sitting in there today thinking about the direction of the channel, yummy. While I was sitting in there today thinking about the direction of the channel, I was also watching a lot of news, and you know how that is. We come in here, we talk about stuff, and I gotta say, man, I'm happy with what we're doing in this channel, but I'm really perturbed right now with the direction of our country and race. We have so many things that we have to take care of that we're not taking care of. And I had a bunch of you guys question me and ask me what my opinion was on the Carmelo Anthony thing. And I told you guys that I hadn't done a bunch of research into it, so I couldn't give you a valid opinion. Well, I've done enough research into it now, and here's what I think on that whole subject. Here's what I think on that whole subject with the Carmelo Anthony kid who got arrested down there. Here's my view on it. Whatever happened in that case, whether it was justified, whether it wasn't justified, doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter at this point, because we have kicked the can down the road so far when it comes to racism and everything in this country. We just keep kicking the can. We never take care of it. We never address the issues. All we want to do is kick the can down the road and kick it down the road again and kick it down the road again for somebody else to deal with. I think the days of kicking that can are over. I think they're over. I think that black people are getting ready to rise up, and rightfully so. Rightfully so. Regardless of what happened in that case. Regardless of what happened in that case. Does not matter. You have to understand we're at a inflection point where, you know, again, we've talked about this many times about putting a Band-Aid on the problem and not fixing the problem. And we've done it again, and here we are, and it's not looking good. Now, I can try to reach across and tell everybody, that all this racism crap, it's all culture wars, because it is perpetrated by the billionaires up top. But at the end of the day, you know, I'm not a black person. I'm not a black person. I can defend them. I can go out there and fight for them. But I'm not going to tell them how they should and shouldn't act over this verdict with this kid. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to do it. They're angry. I mean, just last week we had the black kid who got shot in the back. You know, and the Chow, that owner in South Carolina, he got off. You know, it's okay to shoot a black kid in the back, you know, as he's running off. Whether he had a gun or not, whether a gun fell out or not, they shot the kid in the back and killed him. He was fleeing the scene of a crime. And we continue. Well, it wasn't even a crime, really. It wasn't even a crime. He got scared and he ran off and they chased him. So I'm at a loss right now. I'm at a complete loss as to how we continue to let these things happen in our country without addressing it and fixing the problem. And I'm usually the most positive person you'll see when it comes to kindness and things like that. But I don't know what's going to happen with this. I mean, we've talked about it before. It's many times as you kick the can down the road and you do not try to fix the situation, it's only going to get worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. And here we are. So, you know, I'll continue to take you guys in and we'll talk about love and this and that, and we'll talk about kindness. But you know, you tend to get frustrated. You tend to get frustrated when you see the nastiness going on around you in the world. You know, and you're one man trying to build something here, and we're building it. Don't get me wrong, we're building it. We got the right people in here. This is the right channel to talk about this kind of stuff. And I'm just letting you know that I'm just exasperated by it today. You know, I part of me just wants to eat some popcorn and sit back and watch it happen, because something's going to happen. When you got a group of people who have really tried to highlight the inequalities that they have in this country. They've tried so many different ways. They tried to kneel for the anthem. Wasn't good enough. People yelled at them and said, no, you're un-American by doing that. That peaceful form of protesting. Anytime they try to protest, if anything at all happens, you know, if something gets burned up or something gets looted, everybody that's a part of that protest is demonized. Black Lives Matter has been demonized. Now they're going after Southern Poverty Law Center. Everything that is, you know, minority, they're going after to demonize. And I'm not going to be nice about it anymore. I'm really not going to be nice about it anymore. I'm over it. I'm tired of Americans acting like toddlers. I'm tired of Americans going around and acting like these people are their enemies. African Americans, black people are not your enemy. Not your enemy. Never have been, never will be. They're just trying to survive. They're just trying to survive. And yet you keep telling them that that's not the way you protest. That's not the way you do this. That's not the way you do that. Well, eventually, again, I'm amazed that they even peacefully protest, to be honest with you. I'm completely amazed that even still happens. I'm amazed they haven't gathered a giant group of people to, go do some damage. I just, so kudos to them for being so patient, wondering when somebody's going to address their problems. But that's not all we're going to talk about. I'm not going to read your comments right now because it's probably a bunch of trolls. Is it 4:20 yet? Yes, it's 4:41. I'll take my gummy now. Another thing we can talk about is it's a setup when Trump goes on camera and it's all a big circle jerk. Everybody around him's just jerking him off. Talking about all the wonderful things that he's done for the country, how he's the greatest president in our lifetime. And then you can tell by the types of reporters they have in the room whether or not anybody's actually going to give him a real question. But even when you don't give him real questions, he still fucks up. Earlier today, flat out, he said he didn't care about the inflation rate. No, actually, he said he liked it. Inflation rate went up, and they asked him about it in that press conference that he had this morning. And he said he liked it. He said he liked the inflation rate being high. Yeah, I mean, you can look it up right now. Those words came out of his mouth. So, what I'll tell you, American warriors, is if you're sick and tired of that crap, waking up to the same BS every damn day, lies, 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 and more lies, then hit this sub button. Hit the sub button up there. Let's do some stuff about it. Let's see what this says. So having an opinion on a matter makes you a troll. Then why have your comments be able to post it? You can make it where you're not allowed to allowing comments if you're not going to read them. Well, Michael Taylor, let me tell you something. This is my fucking channel. It's not yours. If you don't like it, get to stepping. All right? You don't come in here and make the rules in my channel that I busted my ass to create. Okay, Michael? I'm not in the mood right now, brother. Normally, I'll talk to you guys. This is not about a difference of opinion. This is either about you being blind or having your eyes open to our country and the things that go on in this country. So go ahead right now. Further news, we got a ball game tonight. Yes, we do. We got a good ball game tonight. Thank you, Throbbing. We absolutely do have a ball game tonight. Let's all go watch it and enjoy it to get our minds off the fact that our country is about to go up in flames. A lot of angry black people. A lot of angry black people right now in this country. A lot of, whole lot of. Now, if we choose to ignore them the way we always have, then you do that at your own risk. In other news, one of my vehicles today, of no fault of my own. I'm not going to go into too many details about it, but I'm pretty pissed off about it. One of my vehicles today is, I don't know yet, but I'm pretty sure it's done. It's throwing a rod. Not going to go into too many details, but besides to tell you that the car was used when it wasn't supposed to be used. and might have thrown a rod. So we might be down to one vehicle, which is not good for me or my channel. But we'll make it work. We'll definitely make it work. And all that really means is I have to get my laptop ASAP. Because if I'm not going to be able to get out and do a lot of footage, you know, I can still get out and do the zoo footage and things like that. But I mean, it makes it a little more difficult when we're having to share one vehicle, me and my wife. So I got to get that laptop so we can have our shows from Studio A. I can take calls. We can see you guys. We can watch videos. We can talk about stuff. We got to do that for the channel. We're almost to 4,500, which I want to thank every one of you for that, because, and if you have not subbed, go ahead and hit that sub now and put me over 4,500, because I'm not in a good mood today, and I would love, after this stream ends, to look at my channel and see that we have indeed hit 4,500 subs. So help a brother out that's not in a very good mood today. Hit that sub button and make me smile, because right now I don't have a lot to smile about. I think that I'm a little disgusted by behaviors out there. Yeah, they do keep coming back, Throbbing. Throbbing, a lot of them are Leos. You know, a lot of my old school followers, they're all law enforcement officers. A lot of them retired. You know, they think I'm a fool, but I know I see the numbers on my channel. Over the last 6 months, though, it hadn't been that. It's been new, fresh faces coming in here who are on board with what we got to say in here. And it's funny because I know that a lot of these guys don't particularly like me. A lot of my subs don't like me. Yet they continuously show up. They continuously show up in here and drive my numbers. So thank you for that, trolls. I appreciate you all very much. But I am asking if you would like to, please go sub my channel. I'd like to hit 4,500 subs. Once we hit 4,500, once we hit 5, the shit's going to start rolling like a snowball, guys. And we'll actually be doing a little bit of damage out there. You know, when you have a platform and you can share ideas and thoughts, then yeah, you have a little bit of power. And this power didn't come overnight. I have busted my ass for this channel. So yeah, be a sport and go over and hit sub on that channel. Guys jumping off on each other, pumping off on each other. I like you even though we don't agree. I like you even though we don't agree on everything, and that's okay. Thank you, John Stevenson. That's what it's about. Can't share opinions and thoughts if you don't accept other people's opinions, or at least acknowledge other people's opinions. Michael, I acknowledge other people's opinion all day. What you want me to do is accept that you're a racist. It will never happen. Never happen on this channel. All right? I can accept that you're a conservative. I can accept that you're a Christian. I can accept that you're an atheist. I can accept all those things. But the minute you show me that you're a racist, I ain't accepting it. And if you don't like that I don't welcome with open arms racist onto this channel, I don't know what to tell you, brother. I really don't. I really don't, because I'm never giving them a platform. Never. If somebody ever wants to come in here and debate me, the first question I will ask is, did Donald Trump win the 2020 election? If you say yes, you will not debate me, because you're a fear-based person who has no facts. Why would I debate somebody that has no facts? That would be the dumbest thing for me to do. Can you imagine debating somebody that can just make shit up whenever they want to? They give you no proof at all, have no numbers, nothing to show you. No, man, I'm sorry. If you think I'm such a terrible person on this channel, and you think I'm not giving other people their opinion, then leave. Then just fucking leave, bro. I get so tired of that. There's a difference between listening to somebody and letting somebody push their bullshit on my platform. Now, you need to square that and figure out what exactly I'm talking about. And if you can't, if you're not a critical enough thinker to think about that, then the channel's not for you anyway. You know, I think to be in this channel, you got to have a certain IQ level. And if you don't have that, you're going to get nothing out of the channel. Nothing. If you have a certain IQ level and you can critically think, then you're going to get a lot out of the channel. I did not say you, Michael. What is going on in here? You put up a comment that, oh, well, he believes in other people's opinions as long as they're not opposite of his. And to that, I say this: you don't know what you're talking about. You have no idea what you're talking about. When I expose a racist and kick their asses to the curb, or I expose a bigot or a homophobe and kick their ass to the curb, you can easily jump on me and say, you didn't give him a fair shot. He has an opinion. Well, sure he does. He has a racist opinion that will not be shared on this platform. That's it. End of story. I did not say you. So stop putting words into my mouth as we move forward. What is this? What is this? Hold on. And were you okay with locking all the elderly up and not allowing them to see their loved ones? What are you talking about, Michael? What does that even mean? I have no idea what that even means, brother. What are you going to come in here with that? What old people have been locked up? Are you talking about the January 6thers? Is that what you're talking about? Surely you're not coming in here protecting those fucking nutsacks. Is that what you're doing, Michael? Michael, you need to reel it in, buddy. You need to reel it in real quickly. What are you talking about? What old people have been detained and taken away from their families? If any old people were detained and taken away from their families, it's because they did some illegal shit, Michael. What is happening in our world? Are you okay today, Michael? All right, what else are we going to talk about? Let's talk about the game tonight. Hopefully the Knicks. I'm pulling for the Knicks. I told you I wouldn't tell you who I was pulling for. Well, I've changed my mind after all the bullshit that happened to them Monday night. Yeah, I flipped it. I'm definitely pulling for the Knicks. I still love the Spurs. Don't get me wrong. I lived in San Antonio. I love those people down there. I love their players. I think they have some great players. I think Wemby in particular. I mean, they have a lot of good players. But yeah, this is about New York. This is about New York. It's time for New York to win this championship. And game 4 is tonight, so I'll definitely be watching it. My dad was racist. My mom wasn't. She made sure he didn't allow that to rub off on us. That's good stuff, Mr. Good Citizen. Thank you very much for that. Bro is a spiraling nutcase. Guess what? I'm a spiraling nutcase with 4,500 subs. How many subs do you have open? Open source agriculture. How many subs have you got? And why are you in here watching a spiraling nutcase? Huh? What does that say about your life, Open? What does that say about your life that you're in here talking to a spiraling nutcase? Doesn't say much. Move along. You got feet. You got feet. Get to stepping. Trust in the government is a big reason why people believe or disbelieve whether or not Trump won or lost 2020 election, because in a lot of instances the government can't be trusted. John, we should have shut his fucking ass up right when he started with that bullshit. Right when he started with that bullshit after the fucking elections. Right when he started with that, a grown up should have stepped up and told him either show some proof or shut the fuck up. Because otherwise, all you're doing is destroying our country with lies and spreading bullshit propaganda to the masses. It ain't easy. It's easy to do, man. It's all he's got to say. Trump can walk outside and there'll be a white dog sitting out there, and he'll say, "Look at that black dog," and everybody around him will look at the dog and say, "Yeah, that is a nice black dog." All of his sycophant, disgusting little nut huggers. Man, when he does a press conference, guys, I cannot stand to sit there and watch them. They have never been like that in the history of our country. They have never been the way his press conferences are, where everybody in a room's got to stand up and suck his cock right in front of the world. Yeah, that's a new thing. That's a new thing. Don't believe me? Go back and look at any motherfucking presidential press conference, any of them, before Trump. And you ain't going to see that. You ain't going to see people fawning all over. "Oh, you're the greatest president in history, Mr. Trump. We're all better to have you. We're all such lucky people to have you, Mr. Trump." I mean, it's sickening. Sickening and pathetic, and you're all fucking cowards, every one of you. Every one of you. If you have blind loyalty to Trump at this point, then I don't know what to tell you, man. I don't know what to tell you because you're probably not going to fucking understand it anyway. All right? So we'll stop with that. And that's all I got to say about that. I'd say so, White Snake. The question is, why aren't you? Why aren't you angry, White Snake? Why aren't you angry that less than 1% of Americans take 85% of all our profit home to themselves? Why doesn't that make you mad? Are you a non-thinker? You walking around with your eyes closed, White Snake? Is that what you're doing? Because in this channel, we talk about that stuff and we open up your eyes to it. And if you choose not to be upset about it, I don't know what to tell you, man. It tends to upset me. Tends to upset me that 85% of all our fucking money is going to less than 100 families in our country. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, here we go. Look, we got a billionaire ball licker right here, guys. Let's start comment this. They also contribute 80% of the tax revenue. No, they fucking don't. No, they don't. W, you're a piece of shit lying motherfucker. That's what you are. And as a matter of fact, you are also banned. You're also banned. Don't come in here with that nonsense. I know the numbers. I know them. Billionaires in New York City pay 50% of the taxes. So all the little billionaire nut lickers will come in here and tell you, well, that's all you need to know. No, that ain't all you need to know, because they're paying less percentage-wise than teachers, doctors, police, firemen. They're paying less percentage-wise than every single one of those people. So I don't care how much they paid in taxes. You understand me? All that does is point out that the income discrepancy in this country is out of control. Your little gotcha moment don't work in here. It don't work in here because we think in here. You thought I was some rube that you could just come in and throw that stupid ass stat up. First off, you were way off on the numbers. Yeah. Okay, guys, billionaires in this country pay 80% of the taxes. Did y'all hear that? W in here said billionaires pay 80% of the taxes. Screenshot that stupid fucking shit. If anybody knows W, screenshot that and stick it up in his face every day to remind him how dumb he is. So yeah, how would like to run around on your life and they give you a gun that backfires? Hmm? Come on, guys. I need your messages to make sense. Uh the black population using all of that is over 75% of the drain on welfare. Go fuck yourself, Damien. You're an idiot. You're a complete idiot. Don't come in here with that shit. More white people are on welfare than black people. What's that? What's that, Damien? What's that? Yeah, I didn't think so. That's called a fucking fact. What you have is called a feeling. All right? No, it's not true, Damien. There are more white people on in the welfare system than there are black people. Period. It is not even close. So, Damien, you got about 2 minutes to put up some brilliant genius shit, or you're out of here. All right, we don't put up with little brains in here, bro. We're this is an enlightened group. If you don't want to be, if you can't be a part of it, then you're not going to be a part of it. So I'm going to give you, Damien, I'm going to give you about 30 seconds. Let's everybody let Damien cue it up. We need something brilliant from him. I'm down at the bottom of the screen. Go ahead and throw something brilliant up there. Okay, here we go, Charles. Thank you for that. If anything, lower income earners should pay a smaller percentage because a large part of their income goes to simply surviving and taxes. Thank you. Thank you, Charles, for coming in here and being a voice of reason. I love you very much. Thank you. All right, let's see what Damien's got to say. Where's he at? Damien. Damien, where you at? We had a decent conversation the other night. You seem to be more agitated tonight. Well, yeah, when you come in here talking shit about black people like that, you're fucking right, I am. Maybe I didn't know you were a racist the other night, Damien. Yeah, finding out somebody's a racist tends to get me agitated. So maybe we did have a good conversation, and I'm glad we did. But now that I'm discovering your racist side, then how about you take a walk, Damien? How about that? We don't need you anymore. All right. As a matter of fact, I'm going to do it for you. Bye, Damien. Bye, Damien. Damien's gone. Damien's gone. All right, let's talk about some other stuff. What do y'all want to talk about? Yeah, the game tonight's going to be good. Looking forward to it. I got a lot on my mind, though. Not going to lie. I'm thinking about one vehicle now. One vehicle. You're gonna have to work that. Gonna have to work that. Gonna have to figure out something to. Yeah, we'll get it worked out though. I'm a problem solver. I'm a hustler. Ain't no financial burden's gonna come along in my life and stop me from fucking moving forward. So I'll keep moving forward regardless. I see you in here, pissed off veteran. Thanks for coming in, man. Thanks for coming in, brother. I hope you're having a wonderful day. All right, open source. You got 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes to show me why I would keep you in this amazing group of critical thinkers. Open source agriculture. You got 2 minutes. You done got on the bad side of me, so prove to me that you're a good person. Don't think too hard. Don't think too hard. Just put something up there that's going to make me want to accept you as a human being. Oh, here's another one. Phoenix Tide. We're going to start commenting. Calling names isn't an argument. Silencing people you disagree with means your argument is weak. No, it doesn't. It means I'm standing up to you fucking cocksuckers. That's what that means. I'm tired of it, guys. These idiots on the street that think they can go mess with Jolly Green Ginger and go try to debate other people and jump on their platform and spread their hate. No, man, I'm calling it out. If you're a racist motherfucker, you will not be a part of this channel. Period. End of story. Full stop. Full fucking stop. That's where we get it mixed up. That's where we get it mixed up. You think that standing up and calling somebody out for their racist behavior, and then me booting them out of here it makes me wrong, that I don't have an argument. No, I don't have to give you that platform. You didn't build the platform, bitch. I did. I built the platform. I built the platform. Here he is. Let's see. There's not one valid conversation you've had. You're gone. I didn't even need to read anymore. Bye-bye. Right when you say that, there's not one valid conversation you've had. Fuck off, man. I've been in here 2 years. We have had deep, meaningful conversations. I have changed people's opinions on things, but that's not even what it's about. It ain't about changing people's opinions on things. It's about making people have to really, really squint to look to see, yeah, there's a lot of fucking racism going on in this country. Yeah. Doesn't have anything to do with me. That's what I don't understand that you guys can't get. You know, I'm in here talking about something that's really making you angry. It shouldn't make you angry. You should, as a human being, you should be able to say, you know what, Liver Cheese, you're right. You're right. But I ain't part of that. I ain't part of that. I don't do any of that. That's all you got to do. But you don't. You come in here and you defend them. You defend the white supremacists. And if you're defending them, then you're not going to be in here either. You're either good or you're bad. There is no in between. Good or bad. You start talking about race, you start talking about numbers, and you start talking about how one race is more violent than the others, but you don't talk about the reason why that fucking race is more violent than the others, then I ain't listening to you. I don't have to. And I'm not going to. I will move on without you. Because you don't belong on a love train. You don't belong on a love train. If you're going to defend, if you're going to come in here, look at the numbers. Well, you're not a critical thinker either. Because, hey, I'll tell you right off the bat, yeah, the numbers are high. There's a reason for that. There's a reason for that. And we're either part of the problem or we're part of the solution. All right? Simple stuff. Simple stuff. All right. What else we got going on over here? I left these out here overnight. My pickleballs. And I'm here to tell you, and not an ant has touched it. Nobody's touched it. Look. No ants. No nothing. You want a pickleball? So yesterday, my dogs didn't really like the pickleballs until they noticed the other dogs were eating the pickleballs. Do you want a pickleball, baby? Come on over here. I'll give you a pickleball, but you gotta eat it on camera. Come here. Let's see if she likes the pickleball. You can probably see her snout right there. Oh, she's sniffing it. Nope. She said no, thank you. Mose, you want the pickleball? No pickleballs? Neither of y'all want the pickleball? All right, there's your pickleball. There's your pickleball right there. Ooh, I need some more drink. Guys, I got to go grab a drink and I'll be right back. Coming out. All right. Move out the way. Move out the way. Move, Beeps. Get out the way. Get out the way, Beeps. Get out the way. Oh, Mo's got inside and wants back out. Okay. Hang on. Come on, baby. Come on. Let's go. Everybody out. Coming to Bruno. Everybody out. Everybody out on camera. Everybody out on camera. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Hang on. Hang on. Move. Move. All right. Sorry about that. Guys, I'm not gonna lie, my knee today, if you were part of our stream yesterday, you know that I went and had a mole removed from my knee. And you know, I was so excited for it when I left the doctor's office. He didn't really he told me it was going to be nasty for about a week, and then I have to do some things to it. But I haven't messed with it since yesterday. I was waiting for my wife to get home because she's going to bring bandages. But it hurts today. Yesterday it didn't hurt. Like once he stuck the needles in to do the Novocaine or whatever he used, the numbing agent. And he flipped it, you know, he cut it off. I was amazed. I was like, that's it. He's like, that's it. He showed it to me and then told me how to dress it and whatnot. But he didn't talk about if it was going to be hurting or not later. And yeah, last night it started hurting. And today it hurts. I guess that's normal though, because I got a hole in my knee about that big that he burned so that it wouldn't bleed. But yeah, it's kind of painful today. Not like wah wah, woe is me, I'm gonna cry, all you guys feel sorry for me. Nothing like that, but kind of bothersome. I'm not looking forward to looking at it. Should we do it live? Should I show you it live? No, we're not doing that. I don't want to gross you guys out. Start here for Biblical Truth, Pastor Gino Jennings. Cauterized it. Yeah, there you go. Cauterized it. Yesterday I was calling it catheterization. My wife was like, stop calling it that. That's not what it is. I told her, I was like, okay, you know, I got a Memphis education. Leave me alone. Drink some opioids. I wish. Well, no, I don't wish. Opioids, bad shit. Feels good, but it's really bad. Racism is real, but we all bleed the same color. Thank you, man. You can't beat racism with racism. Not one form of racism is acceptable over another. No race is innocent. You're right, Fish, but I'm absolutely going to point it out. I'm absolutely always going to point it out. And I don't know about that. I think you can beat it that way. I think if you embarrass and humiliate people enough and make them understand how ridiculous they're being, then I watched a guy today. Who was it? It was a guy. He was talking. They were talking about race, and it was a call-in show. It was on YouTube, and the guy who called in kept giving numbers. You know, he was giving these numbers. He said, "Oh well, black people make up 40% of the violent crime, and they're only 15% of the population." and da 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 da. And he kept saying that, and the guy who show it was looked at him and said, "Well, do you know why that is?" And the guy wouldn't answer it. He wouldn't answer it. You know why he wouldn't answer it? Because he was backed into a corner. That's why he wouldn't answer it. Because he's either going to have to admit that society had an issue, had a reason for that, or he was going to have to say that black people were more violent or black people are more stupid. Those are the only three answers he could have given. And he refused to answer the question. Really disgusting. It's really disgusting stuff. It's an easy question. If somebody asks you, are all humans created equal? You look at them straight in the eye and you don't look away and you say, yes. Yes, they are. And then if they ask something stupid like, well, would you think any races are smarter than the other races? That's when you look them in the eyes and you say, no. No, they're not. Now, when you can do those two things, you're on your way to being a critical thinker. And that's all I got to say about that. All right, what else we got? Somebody throw some jokes up there. So, valid question: are you one of those people that think that white people should pay reparations to black people that were never slave owners? I will start comment that. No, I don't think that. No, I don't think that. I don't think that. I've never heard any black people asking for it. I live in a city 70% black. I've never heard one black person say they want reparations. Ever. It's another bullshit propaganda lie spread by the media. I'm sure they're out there. I'm sure there's some out there that want it to happen. It's never going to happen. But no, absolutely not. And I think you can be, I'm a damn proud white person too. Yeah, you heard me right. I'm damn proud. I'm a white person and I'm damn proud of it. But I'm also part of the solution and not a part of the problem. Because those fuckers back there in history that did that shit to them and held them as slaves, I ain't got shit to do with them, bro. I ain't got nothing to do with them in 2026. I'm moving forward on the love train. So to answer your question, no, I don't think they should get reparations. I just think they need an even playing field. How about that? How about we get to a place where they have an even playing field? Hold on, I got some good comments here. Let me read them. So what is the answer? That's a good question, Sean Lewis. It's a good question, man. It's a good question. The answer is to end the culture wars perpetrated by the billionaires up top, end them, realize that we're all living in fear of one another because we've been lied to for the last 40 years by billionaires up top who want us fighting with each other while they continue to take our money. So again, just taxing them what they should be paying is going to take care of a lot of that, because what that does is it raises up our working poor. Guys, there's really no middle class anymore. I mean, there may be a little bit of one, but it's nothing like it used to be. Now what we have in this country is the working poor. You're the working poor. More people are 2 paychecks away from being homeless than they are from owning a yacht. And that's where we're at. So the first solution is tax the billionaires up top. When the prisons are privately owned, guess who they fill it up with? All people, as many as they can. I'm scratching my big hanging balls. Okay, I got to start comment that way. Mr. Pallet, we appreciate that. We appreciate that, Mr. Pallet. That's what you call a palate cleanser. So, Mr. Pallet, I'm doing a little wordplay with your name there. Mr. Pallet, right there, that was a Mr. Pallet cleanser. Because we're talking about really serious things, and then you come in here and you give us something a little funnier to talk about. You're scratching your big hanging balls. I appreciate that, brother. Thank you for that comment. I mean, I have questions. I do have some questions. I mean, just how far are they hanging? Are we talking inches or are we talking feet? I'm just trying to break it up a little bit. We're trying to, change the subject and talk about, more meaningful things than racism. We're talking about hanging balls right now. And Mr. Palate Cleanser came in and said he's scratching his big hanging balls. So, yeah, which ones? Well, we're trying to get a visual here. Maybe I'm just trying to get a visual. I'm not gay. I just think it's a funny visual. Long hanging balls. I mean, are you talking inches or feet? All right, here we go. The prisons and jails are full of all kinds of people. Yes, they are. Well, the Black Lives Matter organization said they want it. Well, look, man, the Black Lives organization, the Black Lives Matter organization. I'm not going to go into that because, first off, we have so many people demonizing other groups, and of course, BLM is going to get demonized. All right. Am I saying there wasn't some fraud and stuff going on with that company? I don't know. But when I wear a Black Lives Matter shirt, which I have, I have one or two of those. When I wear those, and people say, "Well," I've had people come up to me, "Oh, what about all the corruption and everything?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" "Oh, the organization. You're wearing a crooked organization shirt." And I look at it and I say, "Well, I'm just talking about I wear the shirt because of the message. I wear it because of what it says. I don't have anything to do with BLM. I'm just wearing this because I like what it says." Now, let's get into the weeds a little bit here, guys. Okay, let's get into the weeds a little bit as far as BLM goes. BLM, when they first came around, I knew that was going to be a problem. I knew immediately that was going to be a huge problem to most of America. Because immediately you had people, "Well, white lives matter too, brown lives matter too, red lives matter too." You had all that going on, and I understand that to an extent. So my whole thing was, I used to tell people all the time they could have changed all of it, all the narrative, if they had just put Black Lives Matter 2, TOO, at the end of it. Had they done that, man, well, they'd probably still have demonized it. I'm not going to lie, but it would have solved a lot of that issue. It would have solved a whole lot of it. A whole lot of it. I understand what they're saying. I get it, but you're going to have a pretty large segment of the population that's not going to, they don't think like that. They see it and they go, "Well, my life matters too." Well, no shit, man. No shit. That's the kind of stuff that it's so irritating to watch. All right, here we go. Pride is dangerous, huh? Can you tell me one opportunity that a black person doesn't have that a white person has today? Sure. Well, let's not talk about that. Let's not talk about the opportunity. Let's talk about how often black people are targeted by police. Let's talk about that. Because that has a lot to do with it too. Now, let's also talk about their shitty schools. Let's talk about how you can drive to any white neighborhood or suburb and see their schools, and they got a fucking NFL football field on the back for their Friday night lights for their kids. And you can go over here into Memphis, into the poor parts of the city, and look at their school, and they're using textbooks from 20 years ago. All right, let's talk about that. You're talking about opportunities. Well, and now, absolutely. Since you're mentioning opportunities, there's going to be a whole bunch of them out there because they took away affirmative action. Now, if y'all really want to get into the weeds on affirmative action, you got no stance with me because it's affected my life. Affirmative action has affected my life in a negative way, in a highly negative way. Yet, I still fight for it. Because I think we still need it. When you have a giant corporation that's got, 1% black, maybe they'd like their company to look more like America. Maybe, just maybe. It's not about, and I'm not talking about taking people who are less qualified or anything like that. I just think that, especially in colleges, you know, in places like that, certain exceptions need to be made, especially in colleges. Because if you're, you know, if this kid's coming up at an inner city school where he's not getting the education that a white kid's getting out there in the suburbs, then yeah, he's not going to score as high on the test to get into college. So, yeah. All right, moving on. Yep, thank you. They get reservations. I'm way behind on the chat, guys. I'll try to catch up. They get reservations. It's called welfare, and whites and blacks, etc. get it. Guys, look, let's not get too heavy into this welfare thing, because I will go off on a rant at how this administration is focusing solely on poor people for fraud. Solely on poor people. Poor organizations, minority organizations, they're focusing on that. They want to get in there because it helps them in two ways. It helps them in two ways, okay? It helps them because they can continually perpetrate the culture wars while they take your money from you, and they can blame it on them. And on top of that, it stirs up more hate. It stirs up more hate, so they can throw more blame on minorities and all the bad immigrants coming into. That son of a bitch did it again today, guys. He did it again today in that damn press conference he had this morning. That son of a bitch. He said that there were 25 million illegals that came across the border under Biden's term. Nobody questioned them. No one questioned them. And I just don't get it, guys. I don't get it how, you know, you can let him say originally it was 5 million. That's what he started with. You can go back and look, 5 million. When it went up to 10 million. And then it went up to 15 million. And this is since Trump's been in office. This ain't since Biden. This has been Trump. He started at 5. He said 5 million illegals got through in Biden. And then he pushed it a little further. He said, oh, it's 10 million to see if it would work. And nobody questioned him on it. And then he brought it to 15 million. And then the next thing you know, now we're at 25 million. Guys, he's a fucking con man. I mean, how clear is it? 25 million. Let's put it into perspective. There's only 15 cities. I think it's 15. We're going to try to find a city of about 1 million. Okay, we'll use Nashville. I know Nashville now, it's probably at the metro area. It's more than 1 million people, but we're going to use them right now because I've always looked at that city. They were a little bit bigger than Memphis. Not a lot, but now they're a lot bigger. But we're going to put them at 1 million, okay? Nashville, Tennessee. All right, so we have 25 million illegal immigrants who came over the border when Biden was in office. So we have 25 new Nashville, Tennessees somewhere in this country. Where are they? Where are they? Where are the 25 million? Where? I mean, guys, think it through. 25 new Nashvilles full of illegals. What are you barking for? Get over here. There's nobody here. What are you barking for? Stop. Over here. Come on. So yeah, he did that this morning. Nobody said a damn thing to him. Nobody questioned him. I'm done with it, guys. I'm done with it. I'm questioning it. I don't give a shit who it pisses off. I don't care. I don't care, man. The days of people walking around and being fear-based people and not giving proof, that shit's over. It's over. And that's why I need you guys. You cannot allow these things to happen. Flat out lies to not be challenged. We have to challenge these lies when we hear them. We have to. I mean, look at what happened Saturday night. Trump got challenged. Finally, a reporter challenged his ass. And what did he do? He threw a fucking hissy fit, threw his mic off, acted like a toddler, and embarrassed the fuck out of the country. The world's watching that shit, guys. And then, interestingly enough, right when he goes into the New York Knicks game, that's when Iran makes moves over there. That's when they make their military moves. What was that about? You know, guys, it's just time. It's time to take it back, man. You cannot allow this to happen in our country. We cannot be a fact-free country. We just can't. We can't. If you're gonna insinuate something, you damn well better have the receipts. That's the way the world works. Otherwise, you don't get to throw a little hissy fit and try to change something that's already working, like our mail-in voting system. All right, where are we at? You either work for yourself or for someone else. Exactly. Raccoon, haha. Do you believe our government should be sending our taxpayers' money to the to other countries to help them out when our own citizens are living in poverty? No. I mean, obviously, we need to focus on us, but as far as like sending money to other countries and everything, I don't get into that too much because I mean I know, yeah, we spend way too much money in other countries. But if you really want to know what, where we're spending our money, you can look elsewhere and you'll figure it out really quickly. Look at where your tax dollars go to. But some of those things, you think, it's easy to blow that stuff off and go, oh, well, they gave 500,000 to Ethiopia to study cow farts or something. I mean, that kind of stuff right there, that's easy to get pissed off at first glance. But if you go in and you start examining it, they were, I think that actually happened at one point. They were doing ozone studies. I mean, it wasn't just a boondoggle that was going on somewhere. So, I mean, if you really delve into the money that we do give to other countries, a lot of that money's well spent. I mean, there's some of it's well spent. But we should definitely be number one. I mean, we should put all our money, most of our money, into our own people. Pissed off veteran, he knows what I'm talking about. We don't take care of our vets in this country. We've neglected them for decades and decades, and there's homeless people on the streets of our city. There's starving people. There's the mental health crisis in this country is out of control, and we don't address that. We really don't address that, and that's so I'm going to say about 75%. You're right there, Michael. I agree with you about 75% on that. Yes, most of the money should be right here. But sometimes you got to delve into a little closer things that we spend money on in other countries. Sounds like you might have a hernia. Epimarine, spiral, palate cleanser. Oh, I'm way behind. Okay, guys, I'm going to look. Oh, I can't do this. I can't skip all you. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Wherever I end up in the chat, I'm going to pick up from there. If you were before that and you had a very important point, put it down below and I'll read it from here. That's really all I can do. I got too far behind. MAGA, why don't you blame those individuals? That's pissed off veteran talking to somebody else. He did not throw a fit. Ricky Smith here says that Trump didn't throw a fit. Seriously, Ricky? I've seen 3-year-olds act more mature than that. Throw his mic down step on it intentionally as he's walking away. I don't know if everybody noticed that, but he did that. He damaged their equipment by stepping on it. And storming off. Yes, he did throw a fit. And it was a big fit. It wasn't just a little fit. It was 2-year-old. I want a candy bar. I don't want vegetables fit. That's what that was. How do you take it back? That's a good question. Are you talking about from the billionaires? We've got solutions. Sub the channel. You'll find out. The Morning Check is so corrupt here. They own our liquor stores, for God's sake. I get it a lot, came in, but where's the number coming from? Yeah, where's the number coming from? What do you think it's your own unless you want to do something? Be quiet, and if you do, be quiet. What do you think it's your own unless you're going to do something? Be quiet, and if you do, be quiet. Dude, I assume that's a good comment. I'm starting to feel my gummy a little bit here. So if I roll past your comment and it seems like I disregard it, or a lot of times I'm not disregarding, I'm just not understanding it. I'm going to be honest with you here because THC working in the system. Iran should be allowed to have nuclear capability for Trump. Oh yeah. Michael. Or who said that? Knee crappers. I've delved into that a little bit. I've thought, I mean, who is he to be telling another country if they can have nuclear weapons or not, really, if you really want to get down to brass tacks about it. But but I also understand, there's some people there that don't like us, but I also understand a lot of those people don't like us because we're in their shit over there. So I just, the press and the media are flat out dickheads and they lie about everything about Donald Trump. What have they lied about? What did they lie about, Ricky? You want to give me an example? I hear this one quite often, and I'm like, what in the fuck are they hearing that they think's a lie? I'm serious. What are they hearing that they think's a lie? Do they think it was a lie that Donald Trump took a picture of a reflecting pool and turned it on its side and put skyscrapers next to it and bragged about how we have our reflecting pools bigger than skyscrapers? Do you think that was a lie? I mean, I want you to tell me one lie that they've said about Trump. Ricky, you and me, tell me one lie the media has said about Trump. All right, let's do that. I'm by the Space Command, and 3 immigrants shot 5 police and ran through our neighborhood. It is what it is. My grandfather was an illegal immigrant from Scotland. It is a complex issue. It is a complex issue, Raccoon. It's a complex issue, no doubt about it. But what's not complex about it is that you don't demonize an entire race and say that they're all rapists and murderers. I mean, we can go into any of these detention centers. He said he was going to go after these violent immigrants, these violent illegals, whatever you want to call them. I don't give a fuck what you want to call them. I'm not going to get into this. I won't call them illegal because they're human. Technically, they're illegal, but it's also a misdemeanor. And also on top of that, they have done some research into these places, and they found out that only about 10 to 15% of the detainees in these places have any kind of violent record. So that's where we get into the problems when he wants to talk about caravans of murderers coming up. Look, in any giant group of people, anywhere on the planet, you're going to have problems. You're going to have people that are going to do bad shit. You just are. It's going to happen. So, just don't demonize an entire group, and we'll be okay there. It's fraud that money isn't going overseas. Michigan, Minnesota, California, Texas are just some of the states that they are in. Here's Ricky. Let's see what Ricky's got to say here. Donald Trump signed an executive order, no more mail-in ballots. And what am I supposed to, what is that supposed to do for me, Ricky? It does nothing for me. You know why? Because it's illegal. And it's going to get struck down by a judge. Because in this country, we have checks and balances. And, yeah, Ricky, how do you square the fact that Donald Trump votes by mail? And he's always voted by mail. How do you square that? What I think's going on really here, Ricky, is it Ricky again? I forget. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Your name fucking doesn't matter. You're irrelevant. What I think is really going on here is they only trust white people to mail in votes. That's what I think's really going on here. I'm not worried about that. Doesn't mean shit to me. All right, here we go. But you have not showed proof on anything you said. What do you need proof on, Michael Taylor? You talking to me? What do you need proof on? Tell me what you need proof on. You know what? Don't tell me what you need proof on. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. If you think I'm in here lying, then why are you watching? Carry on. Carry on with your day. All right? I don't have to prove anything to you what I'm talking about in here when it comes to racism. It's difficult to prove racism. It's a very difficult thing to prove. You have to really you have to really use the gray matter. And there's the problem. 80% of our country doesn't want to use the gray. Well, actually, no, it's 30% of our country. Sorry, I flipped it on its head. Doesn't want to use their gray matter. They want to let billionaires dictate everything they do everything they do. They dictate how much money they make. They're going to dictate how much they're going to pay for their food, how much they're going to pay for their computers, how much they're going to pay for everything out there. Yeah, you're gonna let those guys up top dictate that, right? And you're just gonna be fine with it. Oh yes, a master. Give me more. Give me a drop. You know, give me what you think I deserve. What do you think? How much do you think I should be able to live on? That's pathetic, man. That's really pathetic. Probably the most pathetic thing I can think of. Definitely the most pathetic human I can think of is a billionaire ball licker. Even above a pedophile, because I'm including that they're pedophiles. I mean, we already know that from Epstein's Island. A lot of those guys up top, you know, nasty motherfuckers. Nasty MFers. Nasty. You don't get to be a billionaire without being a piece of garbage all around. And we have proof sitting in a room somewhere of billionaires raping children. And for some reason, one side doesn't want to release that information. I mean that I don't know how you can square that. I certainly can't square that. And we talk about this all the time. I told you yesterday, I was like, if there are 99% Democrats in those Epstein files, I don't give a fuck. I just want them all exposed. Now, do you see the difference between me and you, Trump tards? I would never in a million years attempt to protect somebody who there's a potential that he could be a pedophile. And even if he's not a pedophile, he knew about all the shit going on and he never said anything to anybody. That right there is enough to let me know he's a piece of shit. Yeah, billionaire ball lickers, man. I will never understand it. The only reason I can come up with, and I've run this through my head 100 million times as to how somebody can be a billionaire ball licker. And the only thing I can think of is that it's poor slubs out there who think that they're going to be billionaires one day, and they're afraid that somebody's going to make them pay their fair share. That's the only reason, right? They could be protecting them. Yeah, I mean, how dare they pay their fair shares? You know, they probably need 20 more yachts. All these record CEO profits we got going on. Yeah, good. I mean, he said it today. He don't give a shit about inflation. There's a reason Trump said that. He don't give a shit about inflation. Why would he care about it? Why would he care about that? Isn't that right, baby? Yeah, that's right, isn't it? Yes. Thank you for stopping in to say hello. Did you think I was getting a little too animated? You wanted to come calm me down? I know. Thank you for that. Thank you for that. All right, I will read this long comment. Having problems reading the comments tonight. What do we got? But you're telling other people to show proof. That was my point. If you're going to tell other people to show proof of what they're saying, that no. What you're talking about is voter fraud and mail-in ballots. That's what you're talking about. We're going to quash this real quick. We're going to quash it real quick. I don't have to show you anything. When you come to me and there's a system that is the safest election system in the world, according to many, many, many people, you come to me and you say, you know what? We need voter ID. We need this. Okay, well, why? Why do we need this? So it's not me. I don't have to prove shit to you on that argument. So that's the end of that one. You lost. I won. The person making the outrageous claims is the one who has to come up with the evidence. See how that works? All right. Next message, please. Just the commie craps. I'm a Trumpster veteran. Okay, commie. I no longer care for Trump. He has done nothing but lie to the people and cheated for them. Or lie to the people that voted for him. I'm so sorry. Leslie, thank you. Thank you for that comment. No new wars, Iran? Thank you. Michael, do you think the entire government is fucked because of Democrats? Look, hey man, if y'all want me to come in here, I can ream on some Dems if you want to. You want to do that? I can do that. Let's do that. Let's ream on some Democrats. All right? Because you know, here we go both ways. Yeah, we go both ways, baby. Yeah, both ways, man. I will point out the corruption on that side, and I will point out the corruption on the other side too. A lot of them damn Democrats are beholden to corporate interests. Now, all you got to do is look at Graham Plattner's platform from last night and what he's running on. He's running on us against the billionaires. Guys, I came in here 2-3 months ago and told you guys the winning message in any election moving forward is us versus them. That's the winning message. That's what it's all about, brother. It's what it's all about. Getting both these sides to say, oh, what are these guys up here doing? What are they doing? Why are they doing this to us? Yeah. Yep. No, you're right. You're right. Pissed off veteran. The whole government. And if I blanketed that one, I didn't mean to do that. I'm not going to blanket like that. You know how I always tell you judge individually. I'm just saying it's there. It's there. They are up there. And I mean, even look at that. That's what's going on with Tellerico. That's what's going on with Tellerico. He's got the same message. The same message. He's like, you're either on the side of the poor, working class, middle class Americans who are taking only 15% of all new earned income because 85 goes to less than the top 1%, or you're on the side of everybody else. Everybody else. All the other shit, the calling Tellerico blockhead and, talking about his sexual past and doing all that. It ain't working this time, guys. That is not going to work. It's just not. It ain't working. People want to know it's one of the little guys standing up against the billionaires. Even if that little guy is not that little guy he's saying he is, people are still going to trust that because that's a message they want to hear right here, right now. We don't want to hear about the big event going on Sunday. We don't want to hear about reflecting pools that are bigger than skyscrapers. We want to hear about what are you going to do about $10 a pound hamburger meat? What are you going to do about our grocery prices? What are you going to do about this and this and this and this? They're out here saying, look here, look here, look here, look at all these great things going on. At the end of the day, all I'm looking at is my damn wallet, baby. And that's what America votes on. So be real careful about how you if you're running in 2026 or 2028 and the things you think are powerful. Because right now, yeah, I mean, we'll just let it play out. We'll just let it play out. Biden. Michael, I told you that you're a little Trump snowflake. Trump was sleeping at the Knicks game, you dummy. Keep talking sense to the deluded red hats. Good luck. I'm so afraid Trump's going to take our country down before the MAG hats see it. Thank you, Janice Shot. I appreciate that. Are you a new sub? If you're not, you better be. So what about the billionaires that actually came back to their communities, worked their asses off from nothing, and brought their companies up to become billionaires? That's a fantasy. It's a complete fantasy, Michael. It's a fantasy. That don't happen, man. The people that are billionaires all came from money. They want to tell you, they want to give you this fantasy. Oh, we worked our way up. We pulled up our bootstraps. Bull fucking shit. Bull fucking shit. I've known people 90 years old who busted their fucking ass from day one when they could work. And you know what it got them? It got them into a grave with no money. That's where it got them. That's where it got them. All right, so you go and you continue to protect your billionaires and have your little fantastical story about a billionaire who worked his way up from nothing. You go have that fantasy. We don't do that here. We're about reality here. There you go, AJ. AJ coming with the goodness. Hi, Dad from Russia, man. What's up? What's up, Russia? How you doing? Are y'all okay over there? You guys all right over there? Well, let's talk to Russia for a minute. How are y'all doing, man? How are y'all doing? We don't reach out to each other enough like this. You know what I mean? You see Russia and the USA and you see all that crap on the movies. You see Rocky versus the I Will Break You. You see all that, and And I know you guys have changed. A lot of you guys over there you ain't really like that, you know? You're kind of like us in a lot of ways. So it's nice to actually reach out to one of you comrades. And I only want the best for you guys. I want good health. I kind of wish y'all would stop trying to invade Ukraine. I kind of hope that ends pretty soon. That will provide safety for you. So no, but we don't want anybody hurt over there. We're tired of people dying. You know, we want to see good fortune for all. So welcome to our chat. Oh. Google didn't bust ass. Meemaw, you from Kentucky. That's horse shit. Elon came from working class. Yeah. Mm-hmm. I said all parties, both Republicans and Democrats, corrupt. Play. I was with the system. Pocket the whole entire system's corrupt. Okay, Michael. It's all good, brother. If we had a little dust up, calm down, man. It's okay. Fish Guru, I told you wouldn't take long for one of your little crybabies to scream stolen valor. Wolfie CTG, this man's cussing on his own live stream, and you're gonna tell them to watch my language. Look, man, look. Okay, I get that can be confusing for you, but Wolfie is one of my mods, and he's a mod for a reason, and Wolfie holds me accountable too. He holds me accountable too, quite often. Quite often, if I'm ranting and raving and cussing too much, sometimes he'll let me know. And if I read it, I take his advice. He hears me in my streams. We talk about it all the time. There are some days where I'll be MF this, MF that, and then once somebody will put something funny up or something, and I'll try to. Sometimes I got to shut the stream and restart it, but I flip it over and I can shut it off. You know, it doesn't have to always be that way. You know, I'm not. But he's, I get what he's saying. Have a little decorum. You know, everything doesn't have to be, especially if you're cussing and using curse words, talking about someone, but you all know what I'm saying. Let me see what we're doing here. Hello, Jeff. Rules of speech. You do not know what, wait. Wolfie, you want to impede on my freedom of speech. You do know that God is, oh, go. Here we go. Guys, come on now. Are y'all really going to do this right here, right now? We got the atheist and we got the Christian. Here we go. They're turning. They're flaring up. They're getting ready to go. I'll just sit back and watch it. I want to see how y'all handle it. Even better. Wolfie is the word of God now. Oh boy. Sissy Pissy Pants veterans, you see stolen valor and knew it was about you. I've got two arguments going on. You don't even understand the Constitution, bro. Your speech isn't protected under the First Amendment. Your speech isn't protected under the First Amendment here, idiot. Yeah. It's not the consequences for your speech isn't protected here. You're absolutely right. That's a big one, man, that Americans can't seem to grasp. They can't seem to grasp, you know. You got Chud the Builder out here. He's going out. He's like, I can do this. Freedom of speech. Well, yes, of course you can do that. Of course you can do that. Of course you can. But why the fuck would you? Why would you? What would make you want to do that? That's the part that gets me. You know, so we can't control what other people say or the consequences from said freedom of speech. Freedom of speech till the day we die, brother. There's no doubt about that. Remember what we used to say? Hey, I might not agree with you, but I agree with your right to say it till I agree, but I'll fight to the death for your right to say it. Remember that, guys. I might not agree with what you have to say, but I will fight to the death for your right to say that. I mean, that's in a nutshell, man. There it is. There it is, guys. What happened? When did that go away? I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't know. We're doing this too much in different directions, and I'm like, I don't like it. I don't like it. We got to live together. We got to live together. Can't everybody moving over here, moving over there, at this, moving down to Florida, moving to Texas, moving to California, moving over here. Got to move over here. Got to surround myself with people that I'm like. I'm here to tell you, man, I am a dot, a blue dot in the middle of a red vast landscape. And I don't feel like would it be nice to live around people who didn't want to fucking murder me? Yeah, that would be kind of cool. That would be kind of cool. I think I'd like that. But you know what? I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be here. I listen to the universe. Wherever the universe tells me to blow, that's where I blow. Go ahead. I teed it up for you guys. Right there. Right there. Knock it out of the park. Go ahead. I deserve it. I'm just saying, it's I don't know. I guess it is kind of a natural thing for some people to want to surround themselves with other people of the same type. But man, it just makes life so fucking boring. It just makes it so damn boring, man. When you get out there and you travel and you meet people of different cultures and different religions and backgrounds and you can approach them and talk to them and respect them and not judge them because of that, it's a pretty amazing thing. Pretty amazing thing. That's all I'm saying. Stop being so scared of cities. Move back into your cities. Cities are fun. We got problems, but they got just as many problems out there in the suburbs. In the burbs, got a lot of problems. Got a lot of problems. All right, what do we got? I got a lot of real long streams or real long comments. He's back. He's back. The motor scooter guy's back. All right, let me see what I can do here. I'm sorry, Wolfie. J-Wags is where you blow. Is that even still a place, Mike? You're clearly a local. I don't know. I remember it used to be a place before I left Memphis. When I came back, it's not something I inquired about. But thank you for the shout out to a local business, I guess. Whatever you're saying. He's talking about a gay bar, guys. Mike 01 is talking about a gay bar in Memphis. And so he's a local troll, or at least he's been in the area. God provides proof to those who seek him. That proof is personal. You cannot prove God to someone else if you would like proof. Well, how about this? AJ? AJ, I mean, really, at the end of the day, we don't even have to really argue about it. Okay? Because if you're a good, moral, kind person, then people aren't going to have any problems. You know what I mean? I mean, people who are good, kind, moral people, we don't... Wait. Oh yeah, about religion. Yeah, it's, and that's one thing that, I'm agnostic. I'm a very spiritual person. You can't watch these streams and not know that I'm a spiritual person. Watch me around animals. Watch me around kindness. You'll see it. It's there. It's a real thing. But I forgot what I was talking about. That's a true statement. I just forgot what I was talking about. Something about kindness, something about animals, and wait, maybe if I read the comment, maybe I can go back and and figure out what it was I was talking about. I don't know. I'm done. I'm done. Y'all go ahead. Talk amongst yourselves for a minute. Just got to focus. Y'all want a tune? Anybody want a tune? Want me to sing y'all something? No one is MAGA. Well, anybody want me to sing y'all something while y'all argue? I really do appreciate the fact you're sitting here. Your voice sounds so wonderful, but your face don't look too clear. So barkeep, bring a picture. Wait, I think I skipped something. Yeah, it sounded too short. I feel like I skipped something in that song. It was too short. Speaking of too short, I love Too Short also. Isn't that cool how you can love Jimmy Buffett on one hand, love him, and then you can also love Too Short. You can love Naughty by Nature, and you can love Def Leppard. You can love Metallica, and you can love Alabama. Isn't that great? You can love Billy Strings and still love B.B. King. And then you can love 3 Days Grace and Ghost. And then you can love, right? Happy Pride Month. Happy Pride Month, Kimberly. Is there anything you want to hear tonight? I'm taking requests. I'm just doing a cappella. It's Libercheese live a cappella on 607 on a, what's today? Hump Day. On a hump day. Anybody got any? My kids are jumping off the kitchen counter onto the floor laughing like regards at ants and Outer Banks. Lord, why did I think 2 monkey clones was a good idea? Help. I'm hit. I love it. I love it, man. Thank you for sharing that, Raccoon. I love it, man. Raccoon gives we get chaos around here, right? The dogs are actually being pretty good. Well, it's early still. Y'all know what time food time is, right? Everybody know that 6 o'clock. So they haven't started acting like fools just yet. But we have chaos in here. If anybody's new in here, but Raccoon will throw up a situation, and I'll read it because he knows I'm a visual kind of person. If I read it, I'm visualizing. And I might think some of the facts are a little bit wrong. I don't add things to it, and we go on a little trip together. We have fun like that. So when you guys put up those longer stories like that, just try them out, see what happens. I don't even know what's going to happen. I could turn it into a song. We could turn it into trivia. It could. That's such as life, though, right? Mama always said, liver cheese is like a box of chocolates. You never know what you're going to get, especially if he's had a THC gummy earlier. Yes, me and Jenny was like peas and carrots. Jenny had got her wish. She was a folk singer. And since number 1, I wasn't much hungry but thirsty, and number 2, they were spray, I must have had me about 15 Dr. Peppers. You ever been on a big boat? Wait, oh, damn it, I ruined it. The next one was going to be Bubba saying, you ever been on a shrimp boat? And then Forrest saying, no, but I have been on a big boat. What is my favorite line from the movie? But I ruined it. Completely ruined it. So I'll just have to end it by saying, I might not be a smart man, but I do know what love is. I miss you, Jenny. I miss you, Forrest. He's doing so good. He's doing so good. All right, that was free. Oh, congratulations, son. How's it feel to be an All-American? I gotta pay. From that day forward, if I was going anywhere, I was running. All right. All right. Sorry. Now I'm just entertaining myself, and you're just here watching it. I just act like you're not even there. Oh wow, been a good day, except for my car. One of my cars blowing up. Other than that, it's been a pretty good day. Uh, yeah, it's not been bad. Not been bad. Hopefully, you guys had a good day today too. Looking forward to the game tonight. We've talked about it many times. I'm going to go ahead and make a prediction for tonight. I'm going to give you a score. Is there something long that I should have read? Hang on. That's right. I don't believe in imaginary figures, especially. Oh, here we go. Y'all are going at it because respect doesn't exist anymore. So you don't believe in God's religion like me. LMAO, Michael, you're just walking and breathing dumbass. Should be. I bet you can't even look a window correctly, or else I would tell you. Holy shit, what's going on in here? I'm out here talking about Forrest Gump, and I look up. Jenny had got her wish. She was a folk singer. I think I'm getting better at it. No one is watching you. No one's watching me. There's a few people in here, not sure. Oh, you're talking about, okay, because of what's happening in here. Sure, they are. Some of them are. Some of them are. In the Bible, okay, I'll read it. You want me to read this stuff? I'll read it. In the Bible, God said if religion is, and then Tyson said, what's up? Tyson, what's up? Tyson, here's what's going on. Minute to minute. Here we go. Summary. Right now, we have a religious war, a holy war going on in the chat. In the meantime, I took a gummy. How long ago? An hour and 44 minutes ago. So I'm just starting to really, we're really starting to get a little bit off the rails, having some fun. I just went through my entire Forrest Gump catalog, and somebody said that nobody's listening. Not sure, and he's probably right. He said nobody's listening. They're all in here fighting. So since you're here, Tyson, I feel like we need to revisit the Forrest Gump impersonations. What do you think? What do you think, Tyson? Do you think we should, rattle the cages a little bit more and because I feel like my Forrest Gump impersonation's evolving. I think it's getting better, but I need to know. So just give me the word, and we can get that started. Okay. All right. Okay. And from that day forward, if I was going anywhere, I was running. Jenny had got her wish. She was a folk singer. And since number one, I wasn't much hungry but thirsty, and number two, they was free, I must have had me about 15 Dr. Peppers. Congratulations, sir. How does it feel to be an All-American? I gotta pay. I might not be a smart man, Jenny, but I do know what love is. I miss you, Jenny. I miss you. We miss you. Forrest, he's doing so good in school. It's really controversial to throw that last part in there because that's not, that's a very, very emotional part of the film. And to trivialize it like that, I thought on it. I've been thinking on it for a few days if I wanted to add that one in. What do y'all think? Should I keep that part in? And I also, this time around, I skipped. You ever been on a shrimp boat? No, but I've been on a big boat. Yeah. So yeah, of course, Wolfie, Tyson. I just saw what you were talking about. Yeah, I don't know. I, I think I'm going to keep the part where I miss you, Jenny. I miss you. I mean that it. I think to this day that still makes me tear up a little bit. Depends on how long I've been watching the movie. But scene's powerful. Yeah, because I've been flipping through the channels before, and it came off a commercial, and it was right at that scene. And I'm like, oh look, Forrest Gump. Oh, it's on this scene. And he does it, and I still kind of missed up. So that's how that shit's powerful. It's like I hadn't sat through the entire movie and feeling this emotional impact. I just turned it on. Gen X, you do a great Forrest Gump impersonation. Are you able to do Bubba speaking out at all the different types of shrimp? I don't know if I can do Bubba. Bubba's because you got to be because I think when I do a Bubba, it sounds kind of like Forrest. I was born with big gums. But yeah, see, I was born with big gums, sir. I can't do it. I can't do it. Shrimp kebab, shrimp sandwich, shrimp and grits, shrimp casserole. I got shrimped out way too early. What the fuck, man? That's not cool. I could have come up with so many of them. Hershey's and shrimp, baked shrimp, fried shrimp, shrimp gumbo, shrimp on a stick, fish hoagie. Did I just say fish? Guys, y'all really don't deserve this. It's so damn amateurish. I mean, some nights I go in there and I lay my head down and I'm just ashamed at the content that I provided you. And I'm just like, man, it's always, you got to work, you got to keep working. You're going to get better. You're going to get funnier. You're going to get, the show's going to be this amazing thing where, stupid shit happens. And for some reason, people are going to want to watch that. I don't know. The dogs haven't gotten involved much tonight. Usually by now, they're all up in the show. But it's also only 20 minutes past their feeding time. So that's what's going on there. Why are you using that accent? Wait a minute. Lizard, are you implying that I don't know, I could be taking it the wrong way, but I think Lizard was coming in here trying to be funny because he heard me doing the Bubba voice and he wanted to start some racist shit or something about why are you doing that accent like that? I don't think Bubba even sounds like a black person. I just think he sounds like a country person. I'm probably reading way too much into that. I think I am, actually. It's what happens when you have a THC gummy. Was the THC there really necessary? That's something I felt like I really had to add. Tyson's been in arguments with all of us too. Michael, was that you earlier? Man, it's so funny because you guys, like, Big K is not in here right now. Me and Big K, we'll go back and forth with each other. And we'll have dust ups. You know, that's what we call them. We call them dust ups. You know, and hopefully though, we walk away and we're okay. You know, and the next thing you know, we're joking about some other shit. That's life, man. That's what it's really freaking about, right there. That's it, man. So when we have a dust up, don't feel like you're ever hurting my feelings or anything like that. Because I've seen some of you go, "Hey, man, I wasn't meaning it like this. I was meaning it like that." I appreciate you clarifying, but I mean, unless it's just something really, really nasty, like towards the two I don't like it being towards, then we're all right. That's life. Such is life. My beagle and my pit bull sit around here half the day wrestling in the dirt. You know what I mean? And then at night they're in there cleaning each other up, and they get into. I mean, sometimes it goes a little too far. One of them will screech. You know, one of them gets a little carried away. But at the end of the day, they're cleaning each other up. Trey! Somebody put it in the chat. Trey! Now, if you don't know what that is, we do that here on this channel. If I'm in the backyard and the train goes by like that, we shout out "train," and it's a throwback nostalgia reference to the movie Goonies. You remember in the movie Goonies when the train, they had the trestle they were trying to walk across? Yeah. So that's why we do it. It's just a little inside joke. So now y'all know. No Goonies. Oh, wrong train. Train. Thank you, Michael. What we got? Stand By Me. Oh, no. Stand By Me. No, Ty, Stand By Me is the one where, I mean, I get your confusion, but Stand By Me is the one where they do the truffle shuffle. You know, and they got that creature, that weird creature that says, "Hey, you guys." That's Stand By Me. Goonies is where all the boys, what was it, 4 of them? 4 boys go on a search for a dead body, and they discover a lot more about themselves along the way. Yeah, that's Goonies. But I mean, I understand because they had some of the same actors in it. Yeah, I get it. I get you the confusion. You know, like River Phoenix. You know, River Phoenix being in Goonies. He was good in it too. He was really good. I think there were a couple of people who were in both of them. Corey Feldman. I'm pretty sure he was in it. Wasn't Screech? Screech was in one of them. Can't remember which one though. All right, where are we at here? We got. All right. So now y'all are in on the joke. The ones who are in here, you're in on the joke. So as the channel grows, and we get more people in here on our night stream, we're not having that problem on our day stream. We're not having that at all. I mean, at the zoo the other day, holy balls, man, there were like 50 people in there the whole time. I wasn't going to say nothing about it. I'm just like, yeah, cool. And I know a lot of y'all are like, "Whoa, 50 people," but I've had hundreds. I've done protests where we've had hundreds in there. I've done live streams downtown where we've had, the Christmas parade. We had a lot of people in there watching that. Yeah, so yeah, there you go, Screech. So now y'all know that, and when the next crew comes in, there's new people in here, and the train goes by, we do our bit again. Y'all are part of it. Look, guys, it's not going to be often you are going to be included. Well, y'all actually are included with a lot of the bits now that I mention it. Like when somebody throws a song lyric or a song up on the screen, we haven't utilized the way it needs to be utilized. The way it needs to be utilized is if I'm in a very, very serious conversation with somebody, like in on sometimes on our morning streams, and we're going back and forth with a troll, and then somebody comes in and throws up like friends in low places or something, and right in the middle of this argument with this guy, I gotta stop and go, blame it all on my roots, you know. I showed up in boots and ruined your black tie affair. And it's driving everybody crazy because I don't know what the hell's going on. Only y'all know what's going on. You know that I have to do that. You know that if you say yeehaw, you know what's got to happen if you say yeehaw. Unfortunately, this is what it is. Can you do me a favor, Liver? Yeah, I can do you a favor. Depends on what it is. Stream more about your pecker. Not a fan. I don't like being ignored. I just read it. Click my name and read my comments. I don't know how to do that. I just tried it. I can show it on stage. I can delete it. I can put user in timeout. I can ban user and delete, or I can start comment. Those are mine. Those are my things. Up above. I'm going to smoke some pot and read my Bible so I can learn to be controlled by others. LOL. Hi, Jen. From the UK. Yes. What's up, Alexander? Channel activity. Huh? What? Was it something really important, Tyson, or is it just gonna? Okay, Tyson, I know what you're doing right now, brother. I know what you're doing. You think you're slick. I yelled raccoon story. Let me know when I have your attention, sir. You have my attention. You have my attention. Is that what you wanted read? Hang on. Click on the name and read my post. This is all Tyson's fault. Oh, here we go again. Tyson, I'm reading your post, not Goonies. Stand by Me. Orgy. Oh, that's Wolfie. You said orgy. I was being sarcastic. Bad, get off my nuts. Just relax here. Fish Guru, I knew you were gay. Oh, man. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Tyson, I swear I wasn't trying to ignore you, brother. I went through here today and kind of I tried to reread up on StreamYard and phone calls and stuff like that. And when I do get the laptop, which I think, guys, let me give you an update on that. I think that's going to be happening soon, really soon. I hopefully, because I feel like it's the next step, the evolution of the channel. It has to be done. Because when I'm paying $45 a month and I can't use the features because I'm doing it on my phone. Yeah, time to step up the game, man. What are you doing? What are you doing, brother? I didn't know the channel was going to grow as fast as it did. I probably should have done it at like 2,500 or 3,000, but I didn't expect this kind of growth this year. So yeah, these are the things that I'm telling you are the things I'm going to be telling the purse strings when she. So let me know if my argument's good here. Let's do this thought. Let's do this. I need your help, guys. I need your help. Now let me preface that with this. All right. My wife, she understands what's going on with this channel. And I honestly don't think she would have any kind of problem with it, but there's other factors. There's other little factors. I mean, we don't have a ton of savings, so I don't want to get too personal here, but I I leave most of that up to her. So I don't even know. I don't even know if we have the money really to be talking about it. But I think she understands we need one quick, and I've got my eyes on one that I think it fits perfectly. But we just got to see. We got to see. It's a little bit higher than what I would expect because I was. Here's the issue. I was telling her, we could use Chromebooks, and because I'm not going to be playing games or anything, I'm just going to be perusing YouTube and doing reviews and things like that. Those are the things that I want to do. I've always wanted to do that. That's going to happen on this channel. It has to happen. And I'm lost again. No, but I told her that a Chromebook would actually do that. It would function for that. And I'm a fan of a Chromebook anyway. They're really fast. Because a Chromebook you can't put a bunch of stuff on. So it's a little faster surfing. And you can actually stream with a Chromebook. But today I found one that's I think it's some type of IdeaPad, I think. Lenovo. And it's on sale, like a big sale, pretty big. Saving $300. But it's a little bit more than what a Chromebook would be. So I got to weigh the features, and it's really light. It's a perfect fit. I know it is. I mean, I looked at all the specs. I'm like, that's the one we want right there. And it's going to change the channel a little bit, hopefully in a good way. Hell, maybe I'll bring the laptop right out here and we'll sit out here and, do our thing. But I just want the ability to be able to pull up a video. It's driving me crazy that I can't do that on here because I see things, man, and I'll be like, oh, I gotta put that up. I gotta put that up. Let's talk about that because I see it every day and I have to come in here and describe it to you. You know what I mean? So it's got to evolve into that. And in order for the channel to grow, it has to. And soon we'll be talking about a little bit of money, not much, but maybe just a little bit. As I've got 2 people in here, yeah, a lot of money, a lot of money. But yeah, just so whatever we were talking about, I'm going to wind up, hopefully, fingers crossed, with that laptop in the next week or so, maybe. Fingers crossed. If it doesn't happen, though, know that I tried. I like this hat right here. But I can't really wear it too often because it's a little too small for my head. And push it down too much. I mean, I like the way it looks. I think it's cool. It should give me a headache within like 5 minutes. There's no point in risking my health just to, look liver cheesy. Okay. That's what it is. That's a good. Where? Oh. Lieutenant Dan, you got new legs. No, I don't know what he said. I don't think he said that to him. Maybe he was narrating that part. Ice cream, Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. Ice cream, Lieutenant Dan. Ice cream. I see now. Here's what's got to happen. I'm going to have to go in tonight after the basketball game, and I'm going to have to restream Forrest Gump. Not restream it, rewatch it. What the hell am I talking? I'm going to have to rewatch it, and I'm going to have to start remembering other little quotes in there that we can throw in there. Just to confuse people when they come in. right. Awesome hat just need to be a little bigger. That's what she said. The second part. You're a pissed off veteran. Good. And I looked it up, and our U.S. government has been effing us private citizens for many, many, many years. Okay, so what I think's going on is Michael and Pissed Off Veteran, or I think they're going back and forth about because Pissed Off Veteran was talking about, our government. It's there are some good parts to our government, and I think I think the other guy's saying that no, our government's completely corrupt. All of it. I don't know. Maybe I'm missing something. Maybe it's the THC. Maybe it's a THC. Maybe it's a THC. Maybe what, Tyson? What were you giving up for? What did I do? He missed it again. What did I? I don't get it, man. Hold on. There it is. We'll start doing videos where you comment on videos of a lot of people do that, their reactions. Yeah. That's what I'm talking about, man. Moist critical, bro. That kind of stuff. Moist critical, Bosch, all those guys. I don't. I don't know. I really like those videos. I'll watch the videos. Sometimes I just watch them through my feed. I don't stream them. I'll watch the replay of them. And I don't know. I think I think there's a lot of value. The hell is this? What the hell is this? What the fuck? The hell? That thing was flying low, man. Did y'all hear that? I feel like Ray Liotta. All right, what's going on? What's happening here? Long enough, don't worry about it. Were you Navy? Oh, y'all are okay. 13 Echo, cool. All right, so 20 years. I'm not ashamed. Both me and P Vetter USMC. I love it, man. Who said anything about it? Shame. What did you get booted for? Don't get too high when you fall asleep during the Knicks game. Only Trump can do that. Nice, Tyson. I won't fall asleep during this game, man. I'm telling you, this series has got. I was already kind of on board with the NBA, but this series has been. There's just so much drama, so many different storylines, so much happening, man. And these are the two best teams. You know how some years there'll be a team that'll skate through and get to the finals, and then it'll just be, who's going to win it. You know who the better team is after they play a game or two. With these two, they played 3 games, and I still don't really know. I think the Knicks are better overall, but the Spurs, man, and when they want to be, they're right there. They're right there, man. It's been cool. I've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed it. Hopefully, y'all have gotten some enjoyment out of it if you watch it. I think my wife's actually liked it too. I had it on in the background, and she was normally, if it's something she's not into with sports, she'll be like, "Hey, can you watch that on your tablet or something like that?" But she let it play out and didn't seem annoyed by it. She was playing on her phone and commented a few times, You were like, long enough, don't worry about it. Like you're a pussy to tell someone who knew how long you were. Sorry. Oh, damn. Chat going feral. I'm going to stay out of it. If I glance something that I think things like that, guys, I do like to kind of sit back and spectate. I'm not going to lie. You ain't special fish. A lot of us went through the suck. You need a laptop. If you have a tablet, yeah, I got it because it's the tablet. Yeah, tablet. I'd have to hold it, bro. I'd have to hold it up and touch it all the time. No, I want to build a type. I want to be able to pull up a video. You know what I mean? You see these guys and you'll see them get on there and they'll type real quick and they'll pull up a video. Maybe they have them down in the bottom ready to go. I don't know. But that's what I want to do. And this shit here from the phone, you can't do it. I can take your calls and do all that, but it's just it ain't the same, man. Are you worried you're going to lose your vertical? I can still stream vertical from a laptop, can I? Good question. Somebody answer me that one. I would appreciate an answer to that one. Can I still stream from a laptop vertical like from a phone? I bet you can. I bet you can. Oh, here we go. We got fight in there. We got fight in here too. Everybody said, what are you talking about? You're asking questions. Man, y'all are fast typers too. I'm gonna go hug fish. All right, guys, give me 1 second. I gotta take a real quick call. All right, getting close to that pregame. Good movies. I like The Outsiders. Michael, I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I don't know that I've ever seen the whole damn thing. And that's crazy as hell, man. I don't think I've seen it all. I mean, I know the scene, Warriors, come out and play. I know that. But I don't think I've seen that whole movie at 55. Such is life. I'm going to have to check it out. Call in with me. I got receipts. You probably don't. I'm waiting your video call. Big Good movies, Michael. Wrong one, LOL. All right, look, I hate to have to break up a good time, but I am going to have to sign off here shortly because 2 reasons. I know normally I show the dogs eating, but they're real wound up right now, first off. But now I got to get a food situation taken care of and get ready for the game. I want y'all to watch the game too and have a good time tonight. Let me know what you think of it. If you don't watch it, then I hope you enjoyed whatever you're watching. Yeah, thank you for stopping in today, guys. I don't know. Okay show. Okay, I guess. I always have fun talking to you guys when I'm in here. And look forward to our next chat. Most likely, we'll have a morning rundown tomorrow, Thursday. And Zoo is either going to be potentially Friday or Saturday. I do have a couple of new videos that I got to throw up. I threw one up actually a few minutes ago. Not a few minutes ago, a few hours ago. Yeah, go check out my little short. I've got 2 new ones. I got one where I'm singing "Fuck the Police." I don't think that's anything special, but then I have one about McDonald's. Yeah, that one pissed me off. Go check it out. It's a short, so all I'm asking for is less than a minute of your time. But if you would do that, it would be wonderful. All right, guys, I'm going to roll, and I'm going to put another one of those up tomorrow where I was at, what the hell is the other video? Hang on. Hang on. Oh, yeah, it's a Trump video. It's a Trump video. You'll like it. It's funny. Well, I mean, let me rephrase that. It's funny, but it's anyway. Yeah. So look forward to that, or don't. But don't get too pissed about it. Okay. All right, guys. I love you all. Continue to talk. Yada 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 yada. Remember, it's not red versus blue. It's 1% versus you. And if you're new here, thank you for coming in. All the new subs and everything. Thank you for that. If we've hit 45, I don't know if we have, but if we have, we were like 14 away. If we have, I'll throw up a community post or something, and we'll celebrate tomorrow, or we'll do something. I did want to mention also Raccoon. We'll make it official. If I can hit 5K before the end of July, I'm going to take this hair off and give it to Locks of Love. All right. How about that? Love you guys. And I'll see you tomorrow. CTG out.